Hi, so today's live is about how I grow my YouTube channel, excuse me, and how I want to help others grow their YouTube channel. And we're going to go through. Hi there, Ronita Wilson. Hi, Miss Devon. How you guys doing this morning? I was about to take off. How are all of you ladies doing this morning? Ronita, let me ask you, are you trying to be a content creator on YouTube? Late, my favorite moderator, I know you are already you've already got your YouTube channel. I don't know if you're monetized yet, but I am a subscriber of your channel. And Ronita, if you have a YouTube channel, I would definitely, if you're being a content creator, I would definitely subscribe to your channel. So first of all, we're going to go through what it is that gives you numbers and where you stand. All right. So bet- between 0 to 1,000 subscribers, that means you are a new channel. All right. Late, then you need to stay in here and listen. All right. Because I'm going to get you monetized as soon as possible. So 0 to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, Renita. I thank you. We all, whoever you support, we definitely are appreciative. Okay. Because supporters are the ones that matter, right? They're the ones that make or break us. Okay. So 0 to 1,000 are new or is considered a new channel, right? Once you get to 1,000 and 10,000, you are a small YouTube channel. And I got 2,000 guys like recently, and I'm so happy. So I am considered a small YouTuber. Okay. 10,000 to 100,000 is mid-size. Over 100,000 subscribers, you are considered large, and baby, you are in charge. All right. So we're going to get to how to grow your channel. And I'm going to give you guys some of my growing challenges. Okay. When I started out on YouTube. So I did start out on YouTube. And as you guys know, there are requirements for monetization. So in order to be monetized, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and you need to meet one or two activity thresholds. So you have to have that 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 public hours in the last year. Now, I was able to achieve my monetization with having 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 public watch hours. And I'm going to tell you guys how I achieved that. So you get your family, get your friends, if you got 2 or 3 boyfriends, you get them to watch your channel, right? You get them to watch the videos that are on your channel, right? All they have to do is play it. Okay. Let them play it. Thank you so much. Thank you. So don't you make me cry while I'm trying to give a presentation. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Like I've been thinking of things, how to reward your work for me. I really have. I really have, definitely. That's why you see me commenting and I'm subscribed to you, but I really want to do something else for you. I don't know if you're in the Houston area. I think you are. We need to meet up. Okay, you're my moderator. Let's meet up, definitely. But let's get back to how you guys can get those 4,000 watch hours. Okay, have a friend, your family, get your children involved, all of that. All they got to do is put on your video and let it play through, right? They don't have to listen to it if they, busy or whatever. Not saying that your content is not interesting, but get them to play that, all right? Oh, you 30 minutes away? Well, I'm gonna once I get off, this, I'm gonna just put all your videos so it can play. So, because that's what people did for me. Like if they can just play it, they can just put it on their laptop or their tablet or their computer and just let it play away, right? As they clean, whatever, just let it play away so you can get your watch hours. Now, like I said, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. All right. Now, if you don't get your public watch hours of 4,000, right? You can also get shorts performance of 10 million views in 90 days. Okay. That's how you become monetized. Listen, this is not an easy road. All right. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I quit twice on YouTube. I'm very successful on TikTok. I have over 50,000 followers on TikTok. I'm very, very successful. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it wasn't as hard as it is on YouTube. YouTube is very hard because I think YouTube has trust issues. Okay. I really do. Like I have 50,000 on TikTok and I have 20,000 on Facebook. But right here, listen, I made it to 2,000 yesterday on YouTube, and I'm very grateful. So I have some slides and I'm going to talk through them because I want you guys to actually, grow your channel. And you don't have to be a big size to get rewards. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, me, I just came back this month after being on a hiatus. Like, I didn't really, I quit actually. So I came back because I said, you know what? I want to be dedicated to this, right? I want to be dedicated. I want to be able to cut my hours down where I work and just devote myself to something I really love. And I'm not saying I really love social media, but I really love to, dissect crime, to make the public aware of things that are going on in the world, right? And plus, I want to bring awareness, right, to people of brown skin crimes against them, right? Because that's not pushed out, in the media, right? So that's what my, love is for that. Like my dedication, I want to do that. So I decided, you know what? I want to, you know, really, really be a criminal analyst where I, you know, bring attention to crime cases that are not brought out in public by, the mainstream media, right? I wanted to be that voice. So I'm going to go ahead, right? You're going to see my picture disappear and I'm going to bring up slides because I really put a lot of thought and time into this because I want to see other people make it because I know I was really like wanting to do it and I was discouraged, right? So I know other people are feeling discouraged, especially when you're trying. So let's do this, guys. Listen, let's get into it, right? Like they say, let's dig into the meat and potatoes. Okay, so I'm going to disappear and bring this up. So, first of all, when you want to become a content creator on YouTube, you need a niche, right? Your niche. Like my niche is crime, right? Real crime cases. That's my niche. Now, let me tell you guys, being in the crime niche, I'm one of the lowest paid content creators, right? The crime niche is one of the lowest paid. Now, if you really want to make the big dollars, you can do like empowerment, life coaching, fitness. Let's see what else. Hey Terry, nephew. What else? Gaming. Those are big. Like you will really make a lot of money in those niches, right? But for me, my love is for crime. Not that I love for people to get killed or, harmed, but I really like to be in the investigative part of it. So, and I definitely like to bring awareness to cases that don't get that mainstream media, which is crime against people of color. So that's my niche. I mean, I don't do bad, but it's not the highest paid niche. So you got to pick what niche you want to. Whatever you want that you feel like you have love for and dedication for, then that's your niche, right? So you got to decide. So that's the thing, decide what your niche is, right? And then you make that message clear to people so they don't have to guess, oh, is she gonna be doing crime, or is she gonna do fitness, or is she gonna do drama? Like, sometimes I do throw a wrench in things, but my main thing is crime, right? So whatever your niche is, you decide, okay, I want to come to YouTube and I'm gonna work towards this, right? This is what my goal is, okay? Now, once you have that clarity, then you want to start creating in that path, right? And that's going to, YouTube will start to try to find people who are interested in what you're putting out. Now, YouTube is merit based, it's not luck. Like you, and I used to be like this. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good video. I'm going to put this out and I know it's going to go viral. No, you have to prove yourself to YouTube. And it's not that YouTube is punishing us, but they don't know if we're going to be consistent. Okay. It's like, okay, they put this great, your video could be the best video, right? But YouTube, first of all, you have to establish a relationship with YouTube to get into the algorithm. And how you establish a relationship is through consistency. And that consistency can take days, it could take months, it could even take a year. Okay. But while you are putting out your content, they're starting to test your work, right? And they're testing it, and you may start to build relationships with other, you may start to build relationship with people that really like your work. And that's how you get your family. Like my family is true crime family because those people that are in my group that are really dedicated towards me, this is what they want to hear. This is what they want to find out about. So that's how you start to gain your supporters, right? And then they start to engage. And as they engage, right, YouTube is like, oh, wow, this person is really, interesting to others. So let me push this video out a little more to see who else, gravitate towards her. So, but your job, like I said, is not to beat the algorithm, even though that's where you need to be. Not beat it, but be in it. All right. But it's based on viewer consistency so that YouTube say, okay, wow, this person is really putting out some content that someone is able to relate to. So I'm going to tell you, right? Because I know when I was building, I was getting, discouraged because I feel like I was just putting out content and it was gone unnoticed. So I would like to discuss like the tree analogy. So some of us are gardeners. I'm not one, but I do, lines. Say I have a farm, I have a garden, all that kind of stuff. I don't. I'm actually a prissy person. But think of when someone plants a tree, right? So you take the seed, you put it in the soil, then you start to water it, daily and all that stuff, fertilize it or whatever you do to create a flower or or vegetables or fruit, right? And you're just watering this soil. You don't know what's growing underneath. And what's growing underneath are roots. Roots. Okay. Something that is, latched on to the soil and it's being nourished. But above that, all you see is sand. All you see is sand, but there's a beautiful process, right? That is growing beneath that sand. But it takes time, right? It takes time for you to see a sprout. So if you stop watering that soil where that seed is planted, then it dies. And that's where a lot of small content creators on YouTube die because they stop producing, they stop watering, they stop, producing things, to help their channel grow. So don't stop, keep going. Consistency doesn't mean perfection, but it means commitment. YouTube loves commitment. All right. So when you start a channel, tell yourself, I'm going to be dedicated to this. This is something I want to do. Now, if it's something you can't be dedicated to, then don't do it until you're ready. All right. Authority isn't built in moments, it's built in repetition. And when I say repetition, for me, how I grew my channel is that I decided I was going to do 3 videos a week and go live once a week. And I did not like going live. I was like, screw a live. Like, I'm not going to get on here and be talking to people or whatever because, I'm not an introvert, but I like to be alone, if that makes sense to you. But how I really grew my channel and got followers is by going live once a week. It's very imperative that you do a live once a week, right? Because your supporters or people who see you, they really want to engage with you. So that's how I got a lot of my followers was going live and also shorts. Let me tell y'all something about shorts. Please put out shorts because shorts are able to reach more people, right? It's like what analogy can I use for doing a short? Let me see what I can think of. I can't really. What is a short like? I can't really think like do an analogy, but I can say this: when you do a short, it reaches more people. A short is not like a short is like a prostitute. Let's do that analogy. So a short is like a prostitute. They get laid a lot, right? They're out there giving it out, right? But when you do a video, it's like a woman of substance and a man is looking to marry that person. So you really got to show consistency. You got to show what you're about. So that's what your videos are about. But a short is like a prostitute, just giving it out. You getting a lot of people that's interested in this and that. They're really not dedicated to you, but they're looking. So the people who win are the ones who stay. Don't give up. Just because you don't see the fruit doesn't mean it's not growing.